Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into a case that has shocked not just the state of Idaho, but the entire nation. I'm talking about the Moscow murders at the University of Idaho. Now, you might have heard about the tragic deaths of 4 students last November, but trust me, there are angles to this story that haven't been widely discussed. We're going to explore the ethical dilemmas surrounding DNA evidence, the role of social media, and so much more. So, if you're into unraveling the layers of true crime stories, you're in the right place. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so you never miss out on exclusive investigations like this one. Let's get into it. In the Moscow murders case, DNA evidence played a crucial role in identifying the suspect. But did you know that genealogy websites are becoming a hotbed for such investigations? That's right. Law enforcement agencies are increasingly turning to these databases to solve crimes. While this approach has proven effective, it raises some serious ethical questions. For instance, when you upload your DNA data to a genealogy website, you might be unwittingly helping to solve crimes. Sounds good, right? But what if it infringes on the privacy of innocent people? Imagine your DNA data being used in a way you never intended, potentially implicating family members or even yourself in criminal investigations. According to an article on Right as Rain by UW Medicine, using DNA to solve crimes can be a double-edged sword. It's effective but can also infringe on the privacy of innocent people. Another source, PubMed, also delves into the ethical complexities of using genealogy data in criminal law. In the age of digital media, it's impossible to ignore the impact of social media platforms like TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram on criminal investigations. In the Moscow murders case, social media has been both a boon and a bane. On one hand, it has helped spread awareness and even aided in gathering tips that could be useful for the investigation. On the other hand, it has also fueled rampant speculation and conspiracy theories that could potentially hinder the investigative process. According to a legal blog by Thomson Reuters, law enforcement agencies are increasingly paying attention to social media channels for posts, photos, and videos that could be relevant to investigation. Another source, Law Now, mentions that publicly available social media content has both costs and benefits in criminal investigations. It introduces new ways of both committing and solving crimes, but also creates opportunities for criminal activity. The role of social media in this case is a complex one. While it offers a platform for public discourse and can even act as a catalyst for justice, it also poses the risk of misinformation and public interference in ongoing investigation. As we delve deeper into the Moscow murders case, there are still lingering questions that have yet to be answered. One of the most pressing questions is the motive behind the killings. While suspect Brian Koberger faces murder charges, the reason for his gruesome act remains unclear. Was it a crime of passion, a premeditated act, or something even more sinister? Another puzzling aspect is whether Koberger acted alone or had accomplices. The FBI and prosecutors have returned to the crime scene to gather new evidence, as reported by East Idaho News. This suggests that the investigation is far from over and that there may be more to the story than meets the eye. The community is also on edge. As mentioned in an article by The Guardian, Moscow, a town not accustomed to crime, is now grappling with the reality of a quadruple homicide. Residents who once didn't lock their doors are now rethinking their sense of security. These unresolved questions add another layer of complexity to an already intricate case, leaving us all wondering what really happened and why. The Moscow murders have had a profound impact on the University of Idaho community, shaking the very foundations of what was once considered a safe haven for students. According to an article by A&E Real Crime, Moscow, Idaho had no recorded murders since 2015 until this tragic event unfolded. The sense of safety that students and faculty once took for granted has been replaced by a heightened sense of vigilance. The university has been forced to reevaluate its campus policies, focusing on enhancing security measures. While specific changes in policies have not been publicly disclosed, it's clear that the administration is taking steps to ensure the safety of its students and staff. An article by the New York Times also highlights how the community has been on edge since the murders. Students are now more cautious about their surroundings, and there's a palpable tension in the air. The university has likely seen an increase in mental health services as students, faculty, and staff cope with the emotional toll of the tragedy. This case has not only disrupted the academic environment but has also left an indelible mark on the collective psyche of the University of Idaho community. The legal aspects of the Moscow murders case are as intricate as they are crucial. According to NPR, suspect Brian Koberger made his first court appearance in Moscow, Idaho, facing murder charges for the killings of 4 University of Idaho students. The defense strategy and the prosecution's approach are both under intense scrutiny as the case unfolds. The trial has been put on hold, as reported by East Idaho News, allowing the FBI time to create a unique form of evidence. This suggests that the prosecution is leaving no stone unturned in building a strong case against Koberger. DNA evidence plays a pivotal role in this case. According to 11alive.com, a knife sheath left at the crime scene ties Koberger to the murders, adding another layer of complexity to the legal proceeding. The defense, on the other hand, is likely to focus on discrediting this evidence and poking holes in the prosecution's narrative. Given the high-profile nature of the case, both sides are expected to bring their A game, making the courtroom a battleground of legal expertise and strategy. Wow, what a journey we've been on, diving into the lesser-known aspects of the Moscow murders case. From the ethical implications of using DNA evidence to the role of social media in shaping public opinion, we've explored facets of this case that haven't been widely discussed. We've also delved into the legal intricacies and the impact this case has had on the University of Idaho community. If you found this video enlightening and want to stay updated with more in-depth true crime stories like this one, don't forget to hit that like button. Sharing this video would also mean the world to me and help get the word out. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any future content. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the Moscow murders case. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.